नमस्कार श्री Ramakrishna Kathamrita तव कथामृतं तप्त जीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमंगलं श्रीमदादतं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः श्री रामकृष्ण कथामृतो प्रथम भाग प्रथम खंडो पंचम परिच्छेद भक्तिर उपाय. Thakur is telling us, Sri Ramakrishna is telling us how a householder should live in this world, how he should do his duties as a householder. Performing duties for a householder is a must, that we have seen. And since Sri M has raised up his doubt, how should we householders live in this world? Thakur is specifically answering that query, giving us the solution how to do it. Like, working in this world for a householder is like cutting a jackfruit we have seen yesterday. Now, what should we do when we have to cut jackfruit? First, apply oil to our hands. When we have to cut the jackfruit of doing the worldly duties, during doing our duties as householder in this world, first we should get oil to apply to our hands. And what is that oil? Ishvare Bhakti Labh, the devotion to the lotus feet of the Lord. And how to get it? We have to prepare butter for that. Like butter is made, we have to go to a nirjon place, the solitary place. Like curd is kept at solitary place after mixing culture into the milk. Let the curd set. Then churn the curd, leaving aside all other works. Nirjono boshe sob kaj ফেলে দই মাখন মন্থন করতে হয়. By churning, let the butter float on top of buttermilk. And Sri Thakur has also told us, with this undetached mind, the butter is no way attached to the buttermilk now. It is no more a part of milk. It has come out. It has got detached. So, with this detached mind, go to a solitary place. Think about God. Meditate upon God. Ishbor chinta korle nirjone. Then we will get Gyan, Vairagyo, Bhakti. Then we will get knowledge, we will get dispassion, we will get devotion, love for God. But if we leave our mind without fixing on God, if we leave our mind in the worldly affairs, it will lead to the further downfall of the mind, because this world is nothing but Kamini Kanchona Chinta. The thing people constantly keep on thinking about the lust and greed. We have seen yesterday that Thakur never meant Kamini Kanchan to be woman, Kamini to be woman. Kanchan is gold, fine. But there again, Kanchan is greed towards the materialistic possessions. Kamini is lust. Greed is, Kanchan is greed to have as many materialistic possessions as possible. Money, gold, house, land, properties, all All these things, they come under the definition of Kanchan that Thakur is talking about. And this way that Thakur has shown us how to get bhakti, gyan, vairagya, devotion, knowledge, and dispassion, like a curd is set in a solitary place. We get into a solitary place, think about the God, and then churn our mind to bring it up, to make it float on the buttermilk, make it detached. Thakur further justifies this example of making butter. Thakur says, সংসার জল আর মনটি যেন দুধ. This world is like water and mind is like milk. যদি জলে ফেলে রাখো তাহলে দুধ জলে মিশে এক হয়ে যায়, খাঁটি দুধ খুঁজে পাওয়া যায় না. What happens if you mix milk in water? What happens when you mix this mind in the worldly affairs? That becomes so uniformly mixed. You won't be able to identify this is milk, this is water. No. You won't be able to identify. They get so homogeneously mixed. It is extremely difficult. Whatever you may do, you won't be able to identify this is milk, this is water. This is pure milk, this is pure water. No. They just get one into it. দুধকে দই পেতে মাখন তুলে যদি ঝোলে রাখা যায় তাহলে ভাসে. But the same milk, if you convert it to curds, churn it to form butter and then put that butter in water, then there is no mixing of these two. The butter will float. Butter will not get attached to the water. তাই নির্জনে সাধনা দ্বারা আগে জ্ঞান ভক্তিরূপ মাখন লাভ করবে, সেই মাখন সংসার জলে ফেলে রাখলেও মিশবে না, ভেসে থাকবে. Therefore, before getting into the activities of this world, before getting into these day-to-day activities as a householder, first get the butter of knowledge and devotion. জ্ঞান ভক্তি রূপ মাখন লাভ করবে. Then this butter, if you put it in the water of this world, it will never mix. It will always float. It will remain detached from the worldly attachments. And that's how, having got this detachment, then keep doing your work. Now, is not this a great truth that even Sri Krishna has put it in the Bhagavad Gita as Karma Yoga? Doing the work in a detached manner. Like karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Don't aim at the fruit. Don't get attached to the fruit of the work. Get first the butter of knowledge and devotion and then plunge into the world. Do all your work. You will remain detached. Then these activities, then the temptation of fruits, then the Kamini Kanchan will not affect you. Because you have put devotion for the God over here. সঙ্গে সঙ্গে বিচার করা খুব দরকার. It is very necessary to keep on discriminating at the same time. One should always think what is right, what is wrong, what is real, what is unreal. Thakur further says, Kamini Kanchon Onitto Ishwaroi Ekmatro Bostu. So, Thakur says, the lust and greed are all Onityo, they are unreal. Our attraction for towards lust and greed, they are unreal. Only God is the true thing. God is the only reality. Now, Thakur further to have a better understanding of this Kamini Kanchan of the lust and greed. Now, greed, basically, it is associated with the money matters. Even gold is a money matter for that matter, Kanchan. So, Thakur says, Takai ki hoye? What can money do? What can money get you in this world? Bhat hoye, dal hoye, kapod hoye, থাকবার জায়গা হয়ে এই পর্যন্ত. What will money give you? It will give you rice, it will give you dal, the lentils, the pulses, it will give you clothes, kapar, and থাকবার জায়গা হয়ে, it will give you a place to stay, a shelter, some roof and 4 walls. And now the stature of this roof and 4 walls can be different. Somebody may have just hut, somebody may have a small house, somebody may have a palatial bungalow, somebody may have palace. That's all money can give you. Bhogwan labh hoy na. That's it. Money can never get you attain God. Money can never make you realize God. No. That is only for the materialistic things. তাই টাকা জীবনের উদ্দেশ্য হতে পারে না. Therefore, money can never be the ultimate goal, objective of this life. Unfortunately, what happens? People just live their lives to earn nothing but money, money, money. That is not the real aim of the life. টাকা জীবনের উদ্দেশ্য হতে পারে না. এর নাম বিচার. বুঝেছ? Now Thakur asks Sri M, his beloved disciple, this is how you should discriminate. Understand? And Sri M replies, Agya. And further says, প্রবোধ চন্দ্রোদয় নাটক আমি সম্প্রতি পড়েছি, তাতে আছে বস্তু বিচার. Sri M says, right now I am reading a drama, Prabodh Chandroday. In that, there is a mention of Bostu Vichar. Bostu is a thing. Vichar is thinking. Thinking about the things. Now, thinking about the things is what? Discrimination. What is real? What is unreal? So, Sri M has heard that terminology while reading a drama. And Sri Ramakrishna says, Bostu Vichar. এই দেখো, টাকাতেই বা কি আছে, আর সুন্দর দেহেই বা কি আছে? বিচার করো, সুন্দরীর দেহে তো কেবল হাড়, মাংস, চর্বি, মল, মূত্র এইসব আছে। এইসব বস্তুতে মানুষ ঈশ্বরকে ছেড়ে কেন মন দেয়? কেন ঈশ্বরকে ভুলে যায়? Now Thakur is saying, yes, you have read about that discrimination in that drama is very good. And this is how, sorry, and this is how one should always keep discriminating. What is there in this money? Think about it. Takate iba ki ache? What is there in this money, in these riches? What is there? And সুন্দর দেহে বা কি আছে? What is there in that beautiful body? Think about it. Think, what is that beautiful body? The beautiful body, the uh, tempting beautiful body of a woman is nothing but, what is there? Bones, flesh, fat, and excrements, the excreta and the urine. That is what the body, whatsoever beautiful it may be, is made up of. Any body you take for that matter is made up of only these things. We have a flesh, we have bones, we have fat, we have excrements, we have excreta, we have urine. Now Thakur asks, এসব বস্তুতে মানুষ ঈশ্বরকে ছেড়ে কেন মন দেয়? With these kind of filthy things, the excrements inside the body, and just made up of flesh and bones and fat, why, leaving the God, a man puts his mind on these ephemeral things? Bones break, flesh goes off, fat burns away, the excrements are thrown out, nothing remains. So leaving God, why a man puts all his mind in this? Why he forgets Ishwar? Why he forgets the Lord? Why he forgets the ultimate reality and gets into all these sundry non-real things? That is how Sri Ramakrishna is bringing in a sense of discrimination in his beloved disciple. Be the butter, get into worldly activities and then remain detached. And no need to think of these temporary things of Kamini, Kanchan, of the lust and greed. There is nothing in that. So there is no need for human beings to leave the God, to leave the ultimate peace and get into these unreal things of bones and flesh and fat and excrements. Why get into it? And what is money giving us? At the most, food to eat, cloth to wear, and some shelter to stay under. Both these things don't take us to the Lord. So why put your mind on them? With this discrimination, jump into the worldly activities, getting the detachment in the form of devotion to the lotus feet of the Lord. And without any hesitation, without any fear, just do your duties, your householder duties. That was Thakur's answer to this question of Sri M of সংসারে কি রকম থাকতে হবে. So we end here today, and tomorrow we read about another question that Sri M has put, and that is also a very pertinent question. ঈশ্বরকে দর্শন করা যায়? Can we see God? Well, what Thakur says, we will see tomorrow. As of today, we will just churn butter, get detached, start our worldly activities in unattached manner, without any attachments, and just think about Lord, 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 discriminate between real and unreal. That is our reading for today. Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Thakur, Jai Ramakrishna, Jai